Good morning, folks. Jay Constantino here at Taylor's Automax in Great Falls, Montana. We are introducing to you, or reintroducing to you, in one of the cases, brand new 2020 Nissan Altima and a Nissan Rogue. And what's kind of slick about this particular instance is we've got all-wheel drive on both rigs. So if you're on the fence on whether you want an all-wheel drive car, we have that, or maybe an SUV, we have that as well. First, let's kind of focus on the brand new 2020 Nissan Altima all-wheel drive sedan. Okay, first of all, we'll talk a little bit about some of the safety features with the brand new Altima, and we'll start underneath the hood because this stuff is well thought of, and I'm telling you what, they put together a project that is fantastic. They have safety breakaway features on the engine mount, so should you ever get in a front end accident, the engine goes down and underneath you. Easy access to your battery, to checking your oil and your other fluids. It's straight ahead and easy to maintain, easy to work on, and easy to monitor different fluids. Moving over to the side here, we have some other options for you that are spectacular in all the Altimas, but what's kind of neat about the Altima itself and the all-wheel drive is they are an absolute rocket ship. These guys get up and scream down the highway. With all that power, you're not suffering any gas mileage either. Basically, to give you an idea, you're at 25 in town, 29 combined, and 35 on the highway. And all the customers that I've sold to are basically telling me they're getting about 3 to 4 miles per gallon better. And this is pointed out great for my son who has a Nissan Altima, brand new as well, just took it to Colorado and back. He got over 41 miles a gallon on the highway. So fantastic get up and go. Let's take a look at some of the features on the inside as well, because these are great looking rigs and they're designed for all ages, not just young, not just old. They're gonna absolutely float your boat. Take a look at these guys on the inside. Some of the features that I like to point out are the comfort. Obviously, if you're not comfortable going from point A to point B, you're not going to want to take it on a trip. And these seats are designed by NASA. It's a zero gravity seat, which basically translates to they're very comfortable. They're designed for longer trips. When you look at the instrument cluster in here, you have a nice flat screen here, basically, which is a huge backup camera. You have all kinds of automated steering wheel controls, as far as from cruise control to radio controls to syncing up your phone. You can do all that here. Also, all of our rigs will have air conditioning, obviously heat. It's kind of a funny thing, you do need that in Montana. Easy controls as far as starting and stopping. This particular one does have auto start on it. Also, it's a push button start, so it fires right up. You just need the key fob inside the vehicle and you're off and running. Easy visibility. There are no blind spots in this guy. And again, touching just a bit on the safety on the inside. They have front airbags on either side. They have airbag curtains. You are very, very protected should you ever get in an accident. They have 4- and 5-star crash star ratings. So these are just great rigs. If you're lucky enough to have a seat in the back, what is really slick about the Nissan product, they kind of have stadium seating, not only in the Altima, but in the Rogue as well. You sit a touch higher. So if you're prone to motion sickness as a kid, you're not gonna have that issue. But what is really slick as an adult, I am 6'2", look at the leg room you have here. You got about so much room between where your knees are at and where the seat is at. Obviously, you've got the floor mats, which is going to keep the car clean. Power windows in the back as well, too. And again, you've got a beverage holder here or a kid protector if they don't want to touch each other. That'll take care of that as well. Just slides up if you do need to put 3 people back here. So all kinds of room. They're bad to the bone in the rear of the car as well. Okay, another thing I like to point out is the amount of storage that you have. Because if you're looking for an all-wheel drive vehicle, and this certainly is, you're going to probably take it skiing or use it for winter activities. If you are doing the snowboarding or skiing thing, look at the amount of room you have inside here, because both those back seats will fold down almost completely flat. And then the size of the trunk itself is massive as well. And if you're doing the grocery shopping thing, you're not going to chase them because you got places here to put in the nets for all your storage for your groceries as well too. So well thought out, well put together storage vehicle / all-wheel drive / skiing vehicle. It's ready for the snow activities. Okay, now that you're up to speed on the Nissan Altima that's all-wheel drive, let's take a look at the Nissan Rogue, which is all-wheel drive as well too, and simply spectacular. Nobody in the industry is going to give you the features at this price point that these guys do. Some of the safety stuff that I like to point out, first of all, is the ease of getting to stuff. Should you ever need to jump a battery, it's right there. It's not buried under the back side of it. You also have the breakaway mounts on the engine here. Again, should you ever get in a front end collision, it's designed to go underneath you, which is huge. You'll also notice some of this, what people think is, well, they didn't take the packing out of it before they put it out here. And basically all this is intentionally left in place because it helps it keep quiet and there's no whistle noise. So very safety conscious, easy to access fluids. They're all highlighted in either yellow or they're clear and you can see exactly where they're at. If you work on stuff, it's a piece of cake. You really don't have to do anything to wrench anything to get to anything. You can see everything very clearly and it's easily marked and easily to get to. One of the neatest things that they have going in the all-wheel drive Altima is the fact that if you need the all-wheel drive, it's there. If you don't, it's simply a front-wheel drive vehicle. So basically this time of year, you're in front wheel drive. When you do need the additional traction, it goes on immediately. And it will adjust the wheels that happen to be slipping on you. The big deal on that is you're going to get better gas mileage and your tires are going to last longer because not everything is spinning under drive the whole time. So better gas mileage, longer lasting tread life is a big deal on that. There's many, many features on all the Altimas. The SV trim is this particular one here. All kinds of creature comforts. You do have heated seats, even in the cloth. Power seats. You have a great backup camera screen. All kinds of controls. And I should go back one step on the all-wheel drive. If you do want to lock it in, you have a button on the Rogue where you can press it, then you are automatically put in place and you do have all-wheel drive. If not, it senses where you need it. All kinds of room on the inside. Second row gives you all kinds of room as well too. You've got all kinds of space for storage. These seats will fold completely flat, which unlike other vehicles, sometimes they're like this, and you're gonna have your groceries chasing you down the street, completely flat. Now let's take a look around back of some of your storage that we do have with this. One of the really neat features is the fact that you've got an auto setting on a lot of these Rogues where the gate is going to go up all by itself. That'll activate two different ways, actually three different ways, either by your key fob or by your putting your foot underneath here and you simply go in and out and the door will go up, or you can hit the actual button itself. Another thing that's kind of slick, we touched on just a touch, was the amount of storage that you have. As far as storage wise, your first layer here, you've got a grocery bag here, so you're not going to be chasing your stuff. Simply folds back down here pretty darn easily. This will go down flat, so you've got all a massive amount of storage. And again, in these guys, the seats will go completely flat, so you have a flat surface. Potentially if you want to sleep in the back of it for an overnight camping trip, or potentially just additional storage. And again, when you're done loading it up, it's nothing more than pressing a button and down it goes. One other thing we probably should touch on is the comfort in the front seats. Just like the Nissan Altima, these guys are absolutely very, very comfortable. You can drive from here to Seattle in a day and still walk when you get there. Speaking from experience, it's a NASA designed seat. Basically zero gravity is what they call them for Nissan, but man, they are very, very comfortable. They kind of mold to your back and they're very comfortable. Again, looking at this particular one here, you have a huge backup camera. So if you back into something, you're an overachiever because it's clearly in sight, easy to take a look at. All kinds of creature comforts, power windows again. We also have the heated seats. We also have the charging ports. And one final thing I would point out on this guy is the gas mileage, because nobody else is going to touch the gas mileage on a Nissan Rogue. These guys in town are 25, combined 27, 32 on the highway. And again, all the Nissan products, folks are coming back and messing with me and say, well, you told me you'd get X amount of miles per gallon. We're actually getting better. So on this one, again, figure about another 3-4 miles per gallon better than what it actually says on the Moroni sticker here. Fantastic crash ratings, 4- and 5-star ratings on everything here. If you're looking for a huge bang for your buck, solid feature, get up and scream down the street, 4-cylinder engine, these are it. Stop by today, take a look at both of our all-wheel drive products. We have a great selection in stock, lots more coming in for fall and winter. Well, thank you again for stopping by today. We do have a great selection on all-wheel drive Altimas and Nissan Rogues and a bunch of other all-wheel drive products as well, but we're kind of focusing on these today. If you do have questions, give us a shout. My name is Jay Constantino. We're here every day except for Sunday. Brand new 2020 Nissan Rogue, brand new 2020 all-wheel drive Nissan Altima. Stop by today, Taylor's Automax, Great Falls, Montana. Thanks again, folks.